Hello, how's it going? Welcome back. The last video I put out was the bonus video for the refits to make some of the ships atmospheric. Now the reason why I've done some of the ships is because three of them are impossible to do because of the weight of them, and the ship behind me is one of them. Now I also realised after the video had been uploaded and viewed that I completely forgot to talk about the new flush cockpit, which is amazing looking. The new inset connectors that are grey, and the monster of a drill that came in the update. Now I have put the new connectors into the mining hauler. I was going to put the gates in, but unfortunately those gates are an even numbered block, and the landing bay in the mining hauler is an uneven number. So we have to stick with the old gate that's 5 blocks wide, so it's centered. That's just my OCD. I can't help it. As you can see behind me, we've the military Minelayer. Now, this is one of two of the military ships that's actually booby trapped. There's a center in it that sets off a warhead when you get to it. But let's go and we'll take a look. This should be a quick video, and we will have a look at what they've changed. With this ship, it's actually not much. So let's go. Right, this is the military Minelayer. Let me actually get me hood up, and we will pick a drill, a grinder. Right, so this is the military Minelayer. It was 4 Gatling guns, well, it's actually 5 Gatling guns, and 2 rocket launchers on it, and a cargo full of warheads in there. So if you capture the ship without it exploding, it's a nice haul. If you want to grind it down, there's tons and tons of metal grid on this ship, plenty of components. The warhead for new viewers and new players to the game is right underneath this block here. So all you do is you come in, you grind down these 2 blocks. There's the warhead. Now you also need to be careful because the sensor for that is underneath it. So the minute you approach to about here, the sensor will go off and start the timer down. I think you have about 10 seconds until the warhead goes off, so you have 10 seconds to grind it down. But we'll take a look at the inside of the ship. It's a very minimal interior. There's the sensor right there for the warhead. So you have one armory and a toilet. You have 2 of the beds, batteries. You come into the usual with a lot of the keen ships, the claustrophobic cockpit. You have 2 small reactors on your flight seat. You've also got another battery on there. Now to capture this ship, you need to grind down the remote control. Well, the remote control is right above this block here. So if you get into the ship, quickest way to get to the remote control is through this here, and it's the block above the door. You grind it down, ship is yours. I'm going to take a look into the back here. There's 5 warheads in here, 4 decoys, and 5 warheads in here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, all these warheads are armed. So if a stray bullet even hits one of them, if you're shooting at this, the whole ship's gonna go up. Like, you have 5 warheads in there. So it's a mix. The trailer was what I call it, because this actually detaches. It's only held down with merge blocks. It's a mixture of heavy and light armor. So when you're firing at this to take out the weapons, your bullets can go through and hit the warhead. So need to be careful. It has 4 large cargo containers, 2 full assemblers. There's one there, and the other one is mirrored on the far side. I mean, it's a nice ship to capture early game for components wise. I mean, there's a good armament of NATO ammo in them for the Gatling guns, and there's a decent amount of rockets in it for the rocket launchers. So that's the military Minelayer. So we'll just go over and take a look at what I changed on it. Again, I just basically modernized it up with the newer blocks. So we come over here, and the first thing you notice, besides the shape that I've changed out here, is again I went with the war torn um, armor scheme on it. Now I took out two of the Gatling guns, and I put in these artillery cannons, artillery turrets, sorry, because I think, I mean, for what it's hauling and the ship, it looks a bit meaner now with the two artillery guns. I left the rocket launchers, and we left the Gatling gun on the bottom and on the top and on the back. Now what you see, I push these two thrusters over here out a block. You'll see why when we go inside. And I changed all the thrusters to the warfare thrusters. Now I also got rid of the square edge of the shape up here, so keeping the same silhouette from the side, I went with the round blocks. Again, I never use these round armor blocks. I very rarely use them, but found a good use for them here. Again, it just takes the square sharp corners off it. We changed all the cargo containers out to the industrial cargo containers, and changed the pipe work in here, the armoured conveyor tubes. On the far side, I put in an oxygen tank because, as you guessed it, I'm at the making this airtight as well. Now, we'll check the back out here. Took away all the ground down windows, replaced with the scaffold frames. Decided to put some of the beam blocks on because I'm just to add more detail to this ship, stops it looking so flat. Again, have them wrapped around there as if they're clamping the back of the ship on, and the bottom here, so it's like that clamped. And what I also done there, you can see smoke there. I added in the gates on the back here, and have them damaged that they're half open and closed, so they're sparking and smoking. I also put the aviation lights on, so you have green on the right, red on the left, all flashing in sequence. Now, because I took away the Gatling guns here, if they are not set to target players, it's going to be fairly easy to come up on this side of the ship and capture it. So because of that, we have a little surprise in here for anyone that does get by the weaponry on the outside. So we have two interior turrets there. So we added a door here. In here, basically left everything the same except for the catwalks. Changed all the catwalks out to the graded catwalks, and put two landers in the end there. Now we come in here. Oh, and it obviously changed all the doors out to the hatch doors. What else have I done on the outside here? That's basically it. Besides all the thrusters and that. So we'll take a look inside now. I didn't change much inside. What I did change was I put some new flooring down. That's basically the side of the pipework block. I mean, I think it looks, again, just for adding detail. Left the toilet, left the armory, and I left the two beds because there was nothing really wrong with the way this looked. Like, it's a military ship, so it doesn't really need the likes of bathrooms and showers and stuff like that. So I put the pipe blocks in here as well. Took away the interior wall block and that. Now the sensor for the turret obviously can't go here because you can't put it on the front of the fan. So the sensor is actually sitting directly on top of the warhead, which, as you can see, it's right there. So when you're grinding down into that, you're going to hit the sensor range a little bit earlier because the smallest you can set the sensor range is, I think, like a meter. So you need to be quick to grind that down. Right, so let's take a look at the bridge now. And this is the bridge. So we've changed it to the industrial reactors. I put in the warfare batteries. The 4 warfare batteries. And again, we put some of the button panels in, the inset button panels. with the seats in front of them, and our Nightfall logo right in front of into the front of the cockpit there. That's why I pushed the thrusters out one block, was to fit that inset LCD screen there. Now that's this ship done. Now also, if you're wondering why I'm using the scripts on on these ships for the airlocks, it's just I find it handier to use the scripts. It's less work when you use a script for the airlock instead of using the event controller and the timer blocks. But if you do want to know how to make an airlock script using the event controllers, check out Engineered Coffee. He has actually 2 tutorials on how to do airlocks using the event controller. So tell him I sent you. I also realised at the end of the last video, I said the mining hauler will be getting released on Friday. What I meant to say was the military Minelayer will be getting released on Friday. So that's this video done. If you like what you're seeing, give the video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below and possibly the bell icon to be notified. And if you have something to say, comment. I'm going to be doing something. If we can get the 500 viewers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Now I don't know what the giveaway is going to be just yet. I will walk through that when we get closer to it, if I get closer to it. So thank you very much for watching. See you next week.